Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Scott and welcome back to Scott Games. Today for you I have something a little different. For the people who know me or follow me on social media, last week I was lucky enough to not only attend E3 2016 in LA, but I also had the chance to not only play the games, but also record a handful of footage for specific games, such as what you can see being Forza Horizon 3. I have a lot to talk about in today's video. The gameplay you do see is the only footage we were able to record. Straight off the bat, I have to say that the graphics on this game is truly incredible. We're going to start off this gameplay with the new Lamborghini Centenario, which was actually at the event. I got to see the Lambo up close and personal. So I want to start off by saying, in my earlier years of gaming, racing games were my main focus. I started on the Colin McRae's, the early stages of the Need for Speed games, but as I've developed and grew older, I've never really had a passion for the racing games, but this is something I will definitely be returning to. I was quite surprised on many different aspects of Forza Horizon 3. So the gameplay you're about to see kicks off with the supercars, and again guys, the graphics. The developers were talking a lot about the graphics and how they intend to make the mission to make the world's most beautiful racing game. Even you seeing this gameplay right now does not justify how incredible the gameplay was, the graphics was, how smooth it was. Now you'll notice I'm pretty new to racing games since a long time. I was just flying around the corners at like 160 miles per hour, which, let's say it didn't go very well. I mean, I was lucky enough in that part to not go, let's say, off the cliff, but you have to be very, very patient with this. But you can follow the blue lines, you can disable it if you want to be more of a hardcore player, but the game itself is very different from the previous Forzas. I played many Forzas. To me, the previous ones have been very repetitive. It was a case of once you're in front, you are not going to lose, and you're just following a basic track. What I absolutely love about this game is it's set in Australia. So not only do you have different terrains to battle with, whether it be a sunny day, whether it be torrential rain across your racing path, but you'll also see kangaroos flying across your screen. The commentary of the Australians was absolutely phenomenal, but there's a key factor on what I enjoyed specifically about Forza, and that was the change in gameplay. So at this current point, we're in a nice, delicate Lambo. However, what's about to happen now is we make a change, alright? You're no longer in a Lambo. You're now in this huge, like, dune buggy truck, and you're going off track in the outback of Australia. Now, the only way I can explain to you this is, you can see here as a basic example, as I turn that corner, the Lamborghini itself is obviously very agile. You can brake quickly, you can turn quickly, you can accelerate quickly. So once you go to this hunk of junk in the outback, it's a lot different, and it will take a little bit of time to get used to. So I'm loving the aspect of just changing the game experience, and you'll notice that even I found it hard to get my hands on, like, perfecting the driving. So each vehicle has its own type of, obviously each car is different in general, but I mean the game shows like they're so different. A lot of the racing games would show that the supercars are super competitive, and you'll see here I just could not nail this point. And obviously Forza's well known for having the ability to go back in time to then start again, but I just couldn't nail it. So on the third try, I decided that I'm just gonna have to accept it. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. So I had to drop a few places, and in fact, I don't even think I won this game at all. So there was two games that we got to record. This being one with a Lambo across the off-road in this huge junk machine. But the next one was like you're actually racing a helicopter. What I mean is the helicopter's carrying a truck. I can't really explain to you. I'll have to show you in just a second. So just enjoy this little bit of a gameplay. I want you guys to enjoy the slight time lapse of the scenery that they've recorded within the game, because everything I believe that you see within this game has been recorded from the in-game footage. Like, look at the water, look at the clouds, which is one of the main focuses that the developers did talk about. So just enjoy this little bit of a cinematic, and we'll be back to explain about the second part. So this is called Off the Chain. And it's definitely off the chain. Another Doom Buggy style thing. Slightly different. I'll let you guys listen to what's said though.
In this showcase, you'll be racing me in the Jeep. Oh, and it'll be suspended from that helicopter. Well, this is Horizon. Come on, boss. Let's put on a show.
See, I don't think anything like this has been done in a Forza game before, but basically, how to explain to you what this is you're in a Doom Buggy and you're racing this Chinook helicopter who's carrying a 4x4 with someone in it. However, they do not touch the ground at all. They are simply stuck to this helicopter until some of the last point. So this game mode specifically, or this type of race, is going to be one of those ones where you cannot afford to lose ground. All it takes is you to hit one ditch, go off track, and you are screwed. Lucky enough for this, they give us an easy enough map for us to stay controlled. It's a lot of on-road, off-road type of style. You can see there we've just gone from like sand, so we've just gone from like grass to road to sand being the beachy area. But again, focus on the graphics, guys. The developers, they kept throughout the whole showcase of the Xbox media briefing. They were all developers were so focused on the water graphics. They were focused on the cloud graphics. I mean, to us it's not really a big deal, but to them it was huge to see how realistic they could make the clouds look. I mean, I'm not a sole gamer to focus on graphics, but this game definitely did blow me away, and you can see here that this chopper's giving us a run for our money. However, I think at this point we do take the lead just about. We're very, very close. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a neck-and-neck experience, and just hitting the corners like that is the best feeling ever. And this, I really enjoyed this one. Instead of being the on-road, I enjoyed the off-road because, like I said, Colin McRae was like a game I enjoyed, and it was like a sharp left, sharp right type of turn. You don't really see that too much in many games like this. It's all about the on-roads, just focusing on the supercars, and, well, I'm glad that, and I think they made the right choice by going back, or should I say going to Australia, hitting us up with the kangaroos, hitting us up with races like this. And it gets to a point near the end of here now where he'll drop off this truck, and it's right at the end. I mean, it's a close experience. It's right at the end. They drop it off just in front of you. 9 times out of 10 when you're doing this, if you've stuck to the track, you haven't gone off, you are going to win without any issues at all. So you can see here, just in the distance, there is the finish. No, it's not. Just in the distance around the corner is going to be the finish. And again, I like the fact that I'm not normally a person who would follow the lines. I'm normally a person who would just do my own thing, but in a race like this, when it's got the red, obviously red means brake, like seriously brake, and if it's deep dark red, you're gonna have to brake there and then. And at this point, this is like, I love this bit, the cinematic slow motion of how close it was. It's just incredible. So they got one more turn here, then they're gonna drop it off. Providing you're stuck to the track, you're gonna have no problems at all. So you can see we're on 87% progress. We got some very good times. I mean, we got some very, very fast times. And you can see at this point right now, they drop off the truck in hopes of beating you. It's like the hope stretch, and again, there we go. They didn't have a chance to beat us. But yeah, that is the only gameplay they did showcase at the event. But I'll let you guys be the judges. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. I did get a chance to talk to some developers, so if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer. So I've been Scott, not Echo. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.